morning. As you can see, the snow has somewhat melted. It was warm for the season yesterday. Still ice there. Temperatures were around about 42 to 45 degrees yesterday, so we got a lot of snow that melted, especially off the trees. The roads got clear, but we're going to have some runoff, I'm sure, from where it melted. The water's going to run off into the road and then refreeze. The temperature now is 30 degrees, which is below freezing. But other than that, wasn't too bad of a day yesterday. So I'm gonna get right into it. My wife and I was watching we're trying to find some YouTube videos to watch. And invest. Sometimes I'll look at Chance's Homeworld. Shout out to him. He does a real good job, an amazing job in his videos. Makes them fun to watch. He picks some amazing homes to tour. And we'll watch a few other channels that tour homes. Just kind of an idea of what's out there. Excuse me. But anyway, ran across a video title that was totally unrelated, but it was related to business. It was risk management. It's a risk management video. He had a risk management software. Pretty interesting. And of course, me and my wife got to discussing risk management. And that is something that I think we all should welcome. Thank you for joining me. Risk management is something I believe that we all should try to take inventory of. Every decision you make, of course, has risk. Sometimes we are so impulsive that we just jump right in without even considering the risk or trying to figure out a way to minimize the risk. Now, I understand there's certain situations you can't do that. And I know through prayer, the Lord will get you through it. But He also gave you common sense for a reason. So that's something. Hello. Let's see here. I got some. So, thank you guys for joining this morning. Talking about risk management and how it applies to your personal life as well as business. So, risk management is, I think it's crucial. That's just me. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you. I think it's just crucial to everyday life. So how do you do risk management? How do you apply it to your life? I mean, it's something we probably do and don't even. mean, going over railroad tracks, train tracks, whatever you want to call them. You're taking on a risk. So you're approaching these tracks saying, first of all, you're looking to see if there's any sign of a train. Look and see if the lights and the gate's going to come down. Then you cross with caution, because some of these tracks are pretty rough and hard on vehicles. So, I mean, it's just common sense, you guys. Just common sense. But I think it is important. Let's see what we got. Thank you. Thank you. You be safe too. You be safe too. As you can see, I don't know if you all can tell or not, but some of the snow has melted. And they're talking about another snowstorm coming this weekend. As a matter of fact, we're supposed to get a few flurries today and tomorrow. Supposed to. I don't know. I don't know if we will or not. Let's see what we got here. No, and as a matter of fact, I am not in a big rig. I'm just in a pickup truck. I'm on my way to work now, which I do not drive a rig. So sorry for the misunderstanding, but thank you for your concern. No, I'm in a pickup truck right now. I do appreciate your concern. Thank you. That's cool. I hope you all are having a great day or a great morning, wherever you're at. And thank you all for joining me. This is a new year, 2025. Telling you all, I don't know how many of you on here is in your 40s or 30s or 50s, but when you get into your late 20s, early 30s, time just seems to speed up so fast, and you blink and 10 years has passed, you know, and it's just amazing. It's amazing. Thank you guys for the likes. Yeah, this is just every morning when I can see the sunrise like this, it's especially since I'm older now, I appreciate it more. I know when I was younger, I just wanted to get to where I was going. I really didn't pay attention to the journey. But now I'm starting to really pay attention to everything the Lord has made. I mean, just, you know, the clouds, the colors in the sky, the way the trees, the way they have their leaves, and then in the winter they don't have their leaves. I mean, it's amazing how this ecosystem functions. Kids are having school today. But I hope you all are enjoying the ride. I hope I'm not boring you to death. I hope you got something out of the risk management. I mean, I really didn't give too much information. But that's something that you can research. I mean, if you really are interested in risk management, just research it. I mean, I have to do risk management when I invest. One of the things that I do when I invest is I research the company. I pull up their graph. I try to go out as far as I can. If it's 5 years or 20 years or their lifetime, I want to see how they trend. I want to see if they trend upward or if they've been trending sideways. They just really all over the board. How long have they been in business? I mean, you know, you get in here and you get into these new companies, and that's a risk. So you got to manage that risk. But you get into a company that has been around for 50 to 100 years, it's more than likely they're going to be around for a little while longer. So, you know, I invest in those types of companies. I take some risk, but not a lot. Not a lot. Yes. Yes, I know you got right. 41 in the house. Time just, I'm telling you, man, I remember when I turned 40, which was I had no lie to tell you guys. From about 36 to 40 was a depressing time for me. I realized my mortality. And when I turned 40, I snapped out of it. But the years have flown by. They have flown by. It is I don't know how to describe it. It's scary. I can remember talking to my dad when he turned 60. And I asked him, I said, do you feel any different? And he was like, nah. He said, but I'm scared. And that's the first time I heard my dad say he was scared of anything, you know. And I'm like, what are you scared of? And he was like, I know I'm that much closer to death. And I'm like, wow. 7 years later, he died. So, I mean, you know, we don't know when our time's coming, but a guy told me one time, he was 65, and he said, I know I've lived over half my life, but I don't know how much life of the other half I've lived. That hit me in the chest, you know? Let's see here. Yeah, with 8 kids and work my butt off. I feel that every day. Every day. I have children myself. I have some grown kids. I'm not going to say I work my butt off. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I have a pretty decent job. It's more of a mental headache than it is a physical. Of course, anytime you deal with entitled people, it's rough. Been at the same job for 22 years. Okay. All right. Yeah, I work at a factory myself. Been there 14. I've worked factory life for over 25. So, yeah, as a matter of fact, I've been in factory work now for about 28 years. This is what I'm trying to do, and I'm just so glad you tuned in, and thank you for interacting with me. This is why I started my company. So I'll tell you the story. So I bought a house in 2017, or I helped my parents buy a house in 2017. It was a fixer-upper. My mom and dad's home wasn't the best, and my dad had always dreamed of putting my mom in a home. Okay, so I bought the home, or I gave them money to buy the home, with the understanding that once they passed on, the home would come back to me. And Dad never did anything with the home, wasn't but several years after that. So it was in 2017 when I bought it. 2019 he had died. So he didn't do anything with it. My mom gave it back to us. And that's how I started my company, was with that one home. But I had held on to that home. Dad died in 19. So in 2020 or 21, my company announced that they were freezing our pension. So basically, I wasn't going to get a pension that they had promised me. I had been with the company for 11 years. And my pension went from possibly making $2,000 to $3,000 a month. It is now froze at $800 a month. I was going to leave this pension with my wife, and that was going to be our future. That was going to be our future income. Well, that didn't happen. So I had to do something, because I don't plan on working until I'm 80 years old or until I die, you know. So I had to do something. The company suggested put more in your 401k, but if you put more in your 401k, that's less money you can live on. So you got to live more frugal than you already are, just to have the possibility of enjoying your 401k. Because you got to wait till you're 59 and a half, I think is that right, before you can get your 401k out. Let's see. No, companies don't care. All they care is about that bottom dollar. That's all they care about. When I tell people, when they ask me, are you an employee at this company? I said, no, I'm an inmate. And I give them my company number. I mean, don't get me wrong. They've made a living for me. But a lot of things that they promised, they just pretty much went back on. It's like, nah, we're not going to do that anymore. But they still want your loyalty. They still want you to work your tail off. They still want you to have pride in a business where you know that they don't care. And now I'm getting on my high horse, getting on my soapbox. But anyway, this is how I started my business. My company, believe it or not, when they froze my pension, that my retirement plan, that was a blessing in disguise. That let me know that I can't depend on anybody for my future. That I had to put my trust in God, and then I got to move. I got to get moving. All right. So we started Wayland Enterprises in 2022. Ironically, it was the same. I started the same month as my dad's death anniversary. And really didn't do that on purpose. So we breathed new life into our family. Our business is growing. Still not where I would like for it to be, but I'm blessed. The goal for the business is sustainability. To get enough product to where it sustains my life where it is right now. And then I can grow my life from there. But right now, I'm not looking to grow my business to, how can I put this? I'm not looking to grow my business to a lavish lifestyle as of yet. Right now, I just want to take care of my family. Okay, says at my job, it's a lot of heavy lifting for 10 hours a day. Sweat all day. Breaks got shorter. Oh, Lordy. I absolutely understand. I will tell you this, that I have been blessed. Every job, I've had 3 factory jobs in my life. Never quit a job without having another one. And with that being said, I've been blessed not to work too hard. I've worked in automotive. I've worked in bedding. I've worked in construction, making construction products. So I've been truly blessed to not have to break my back in my older years. Now, my younger years, I worked in a warehouse in bedding, and that was challenging. But I had a young back, so it wasn't too bad. Working in automotive, throwing steel around all day, that was a little challenging. But this job here is not too bad at all. All right, guys, I am almost at work, and I want to thank you all for joining me. And I want you all to have a blessed day, and I love you, and I appreciate you, and I will be back again in the morning. Bye-bye.